Thank you, Coleman. Appreciate you. I was, I guess I can't do that directly from OBS for some reason. So, but yeah. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Congratulations to Ursa Cat. Today's Alacritus adventure for the 20th time. A nice even number there. Good morning, Ursa. Good morning, Jezraya. I'm glad you get to watch today, Jezraya, and I hope you're having a good start to your day. Hello, beautiful Kirk. Hope you have a good day working and lurking. Chand, you are early. You are an early cutie. You sure are. How's your early morning going so far? And yes, thank you once again, Coleman. Swinging the ban hammer. Appreciate you for doing that. Yeah, like I said, I clicked their name straight in here from OBS and nothing was showing. Like, it did not give me any mod options. So I had to like open it up in a Chrome window, and then I could, but you beat me to the punch, so I appreciate you. Good morning, Lutz and friends, and just rolling out of bed. Rolling. Like, do you ever do that? Do you ever just freaking like throw yourself out of the bed by rolling off of it? I've done that before. Don't recommend. I don't recommend. Hello, Sorty. I'm here for Blueprints Day, but I want to go get some food, so I'll be back in a little bit. You're good. You're good. Lady Iron, thank you for signing it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we've got at least 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes, Sorty. Is that enough time? I don't know. When you say go get some food, I don't know if you mean at home or if you're leaving or what, but it's going to be a little bit yet. No, because I know I'd never get off the floor. Baby woke up and needed a diaper and some Tylenol, hoping to get back to bed. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. It is very early for you. Early. We playing all day, right? We are not. But walking across the street to our cafeteria for a breakfast sandwich. Gotcha. 10 minutes? 10-ish minutes should work. Perfect. I don't have any morning meetings. You are correct, Iron, but I do have to tie a nice little bow on work things today, considering, well, I mean, you got 2 weeks off. I only have 1 week off, but I got to tie a nice little bow on some things before I leave. Quit. We were just talking about this last night, actually. There's another opportunity that is available to me, at least to pursue if I really wanted it. And I can't do it. I can't do it. I think I am going to reach out to the person and just be like, hey, can you give me some more info about this? Just so that, like, I mean, I've got a good relationship with the person that's going to be making the hiring decision. But it's just not going to be, something that I can leave my day job for. But I feel like it'd be interesting, to at least hear a little more. So I feel very tied to my job, not even necessarily in a bad way. My job is just such a fortunate combination of like work-life balance and getting reasonable pay. So I want to hear more next week. I mean, I can at least give a little bit more info. There's a position, a college coaching position that's just opened up. And I think if I were to apply for it, I would be the front runner, but I don't want to, I don't think I can leave. I don't think I can leave my high school job. I'm too in the trenches, it's such a valuable job to me. Like I mean valuable and just like in how it makes me feel, like being a high school coach. So I don't think I will pursue it, but I at least kind of want to keep a relationship with a person that's going to be making the decision and just be like, hey, is there anything I can do to help without maybe taking this job? Like maybe keep me in mind in the future kind of thing. So we'll see. 2 more days, Cora. We're hugging in 2 days. 2 days. In, shoot. I guess it really is, I guess, a little more than 4 to 8 hours, but yeah. Oh yeah, also this, yay! Thank you, Sorty! Yay! Oh goodness, that's funny. Oh, also, well, I want to hear about this breakfast sandwich when you get back too, Sorty. I want to hear about it. Love a good breakfast sandwich. I get to see Spooky tomorrow. You guys, yeah, when are you actually getting there? My body is ready. I hope everybody's ready for hugs. Well, everybody that likes to hug, at least. I'm not gonna force my hugs on anybody that doesn't want to hug. So, yeah. Chanderella. Tomorrow afternoon, driving down in the morning. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, how early in the morning? If we were to do some hunts, is that going to be too late? I want all the hugs. You got a hug from me at least. You got a hug from me at least. Did you set up vertical stream view and watching on mobile? It looks deliberate. Yes, I did set up mobile, or vertical stream, so which you can turn off if you don't appreciate. But I wanted to give it a shot, see how it goes. Personally, when I'm watching like on mobile, if I'm on portrait mode, I kind of like having the different view because I felt like it was always so hard to see anything, at least on my phone. And I don't have like the biggest phone by any means. I have the Flip 4, so it's, you know, not a huge screen, but likely won't be able to hunt. It's an 8-hour drive. Talking yeah, I was talking tonight, not tomorrow. That's why I didn't want to keep you up too late, is all. Jealous that Coleman gets to kiss my pups. Yeah. Yeah, but happy for your pups that they get to kiss Coleman at the same time, I think. Cool. I might want to pick your brain on how to do that. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Anytime. You know that. DMs are always open. I'll be fine. Cow will be elated. Sweet cow. Sweet cow. And of course, I'll tell Coleman to give Luna extra pats for me. Because she's an angel. She's the most angelic angel that ever existed. Shoot. Yeah, friends, we actually have planned blueprints today. I did reinstall Ghost of Tsushima yesterday evening, or yesterday afternoon, I think. So we'll get back into that when we return from this LutzCon Gen Con break after next week. But I'm looking forward to playing that. I've missed that game, honestly. But I messed up yesterday, and so we don't get to play it this week. But I'm glad I didn't post a schedule, because then I would have looked like a real dummy. You know what I'm saying? Luna's my perfect baby angel girl. Exactly. Exactly. She's such a sweetie. So yeah, added more details to your notes. Oh, I haven't yet. I've got my laptop right here. Let me take a peek here. Oh yeah, heck yeah, you did. Dang, okay, yeah, look at this. Characters, sheet music, there's the sheet music tab, paintings and letters. Yeah, the rooms, holy cow, you put some work into this. You put some work into this. You should look at making like a template that could be shared for anybody that plays the game. I don't know how they would necessarily find out about it, but like that's really solid. This way you only look like a fake dummy. Exactly. Dummy hung. I'm dummy hung. I want one. Let's see. This link is public. I can share it with you. I can share it with you. You're still playing? Your mom is public? Sorry. My mom is public? I had anxiety about an upcoming meeting, so I distracted myself. Yeah, no, that's good. Well, did the meeting go okay? Was it yesterday? I assume? Yeah, I'm taking a look at this here. So, and you even got like gem cost, which is nice. Let's see. I think And these are these all the room types? Tricky part is deciding how much to add because spoilers. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if let's see. I think I've found pretty much every one of these. I haven't necessarily I've drafted them, but I haven't actually like used them. Maybe because I don't think, like, for instance, I've seen the locksmith, but I've never actually gotten that. I've never actually played that one. Veranda. I don't know if I've seen the veranda yet. No, I have. Never mind. I have seen the veranda. Or no, it was the patio. I've seen the patio, not the veranda. But yeah. Meeting went well overall. Basically told my boss's boss why people keep quitting. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know it's after the fact, Sorty, so it's maybe not the most helpful to hear. I will say, those are the rooms I know you've at least seen in the pool. Gotcha. Okay. In my company, and I realize like every company's different because every like manager is different. When I started like speaking my mind more just openly, I started getting like way more, I don't even know, like street cred, I guess. And also like I got promoted almost immediately after basically saying that I wasn't happy because of XYZ reasons to my boss's boss. I got a promotion in short order when I was told that the promotions were not going to happen. So I don't know. Sometimes like that's can be a really good thing. Just kind of speak in your mind. So I hope that ends up being kind of the case for you as well. It's just that, you know, you get some improvement in your day-to-day. So it's been really weird. Like it's been really weird. I always thought like, you know, I'm a pretty diplomatic person. And I always try to say things diplomatically, even if I'm saying something that's negative. But yeah, I was just like, well, I want to be a guy that everybody gets along with. And at a certain point, it just kind of was like, well, I'm not giving them anything that they're, you know, I'm not saying anything that they should cause them to not get along with me. But I don't mind, like, I don't mind speaking up anymore, you know, just being like, hey, this is how I feel. I do think he seemed to respect it, shook my hand after, and all the other devs thanked me for speaking up. Expectations are in hell still. Gotcha. I really hope it improves. Who up puzzling they mention? Spooky. Hello. Spooky, we get to hug soon as well. We're going to hug it out. I'm looking forward to it, my friends. I sure am. Rollin, hello. If you look up in the night sky regularly, you can get mooned regularly. Butts from space. Can't wait to gaze upon your face and I upon yours. Wait, does that sound... Could that be taken out of context? I don't think so. I don't think there's any other meaning to that. All right, friends, I will launch the game. And we will kind of just, we'll ease into it. We'll ease into it. I don't want Sorty to have to rush getting this breakfast. So give me one sec. Where is, oh, there it is. There's the icon. Most of what we say to each other probably can be taken out of context. That's true. Yeah, that's true. We are two growers after all, you know? I hope Spooky hugs me on Sunday. You hope he does. Spooky. Or kept in context? We don't ever do that though, right? Can I? Let's see. I'm gonna try something here. Could I do a... I don't know if the source clones work anymore. Then again, I did update everything now. New clone of... game. That, I think, is it. Yeah, let's try that. Yes. Okay, that is working. Perfect. All right, 1 second here. I blocked myself, I realize here. I'm just checking some things, some stuff. Okay, let's do this. I'd like to try to... There we go. That's not so bad, right? We do that, and then what I would like to do is add a little, maybe like a little blur. A little blur? Can we do that? No, it's not that one. We're kind of doing some OBS stuff here live. Bear with me here. Also, is the game audio playing? That's the other thing I'm not really sure if it plays on mobile at this point, but... oh, here, we want this one. Oh, not okay, that's not gonna work. Oh. Okay, no, that's fine. I want just like a little blur to set the game off in the background here. There, that's perfect. All right. There. Nice. All right. There we go. So if you're on mobile, you only saw the changes I was doing if you're on mobile on the vertical view. But yeah. Back with food, what'd you get? What's on this breakfast sandwich? Core, I've been dying without you here. I'm gonna be playing defense on my man so you can't get near him. Sexy either way. What? Context or no context? Better do more than that. JK, I think she would literally kill me. I'll get put on a no-fly list. I don't even care. Bongo, you got 2 ants for a reason. Give yourself a warm butterfly hug. Being in the office all week has really stacked up my list of what all I got to do before traveling. Oh, really? What all do you got? I have to mow the yard. I'm not looking forward to that, but I should probably do it today. I'm gonna let him pine for me. Sausage, egg, cheese on an English muffin, and some potato bits. You can't go wrong, honestly. I'm much more of a breakfast sausage, like for the sandwich than bacon, personally. I do like bacon, don't get me wrong, but I prefer the sausage on the sandwich. Just prefer it. All right, let's go over here. Let's freaking do this. Let's hit continue. We're on day 10. I only got through 1 day yesterday. I, in fact, did not speedrun it. Same, but sausage definitely feels heavier to eat. Yeah, I suppose I could get that. For sausage, too. Haven't mowed my yard in a bit, if you know what I mean. We have a lawn service, so do it so I don't have to, if you know what I mean. Oh, Rollin. If you know what I mean. I am jealous on that, though. Oh, right! I have 20 extra steps! That was from the sauna. Yeah, there have been a couple years we had my neighbor mow for us. That was nice. Because I paid him. I'm like, I'm definitely going to pay. There was 1 year he's like, no, I don't want you to pay me. I'm like, come on. Like, I understand you're our neighbor and you're trying to do quote unquote the neighborly thing, but like, this takes time. And he's like, no, just give me a canister of gas. I'll be fine. Like, so 1 year I paid him, and then the next year he's like, no, I charge you too much. I'm doing this summer for just the cost of gas. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. All right. Okay, so what I need to now strategize with my extra steps today. I have 20 steps, more than I have ever had. Do I just try to go through and continue on with what I was doing yesterday, which is mapping mapping the letters to the floor plans. The floor plan, I should say. Like, I may just try to do that. Live at home, so I'm a spoiled millennial. Yeah, me either. I need to mow. Plus, I got to trim my bush. Got to do laundry, get the pet stuff all sorted, grocery shop for the house sitter, pack, and much, much more. Dang. Well, I hope it all goes well. I know that can be stressful. I know I get stressed about that kind of stuff. We can all help trim Sword Bear's bush when we meet up for the wedding. True. True. Your call, big dog. Which thread sounds most interesting to you? Yeah, it's tough. I feel like looking at the portraits in the rooms is most interesting to me right now. And I mean, this won't be the only time I draw Asana, right? So I'll have another chance at getting the 20 steps. What is this again? While drafting, you may pay Gem to spin floor plans. How did I get the blessing of the dancer? That came from... Oh, that was from the shed as well. The shed area. There was... I remember that. Yeah, outside room. Yeah, I should say that. Whatever. It's not a shed. It's... Yeah. I have found loosely doing portraits while also exploring worked as a good combo. That's true. I thought about that as well. Got to put outside rooms on the spreadsheet. Okay. In that case, yeah, you know what? Let's just make a run then. Let's do our usual. Let's not deviate. Haha, we got 69 steps. 69 steps left, everybody. Check it out. Funny number. We got the funny number. But no longer. The steps go quick. Make the note. Chand, other than having to be up really early, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. All right. Root cellar. Shelter. Protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 rooms drafted. I don't think I've ever used this shelter. Root cellar. Rooms in your house are more likely to contain dig spots today. That could also be useful. And then items for trade. Let's go with the shelter. This is a new one. I mean, I've seen it before, but I've not actually played it. So let's do that. And maybe also some lore. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. And we can go over here. Okay. Nothing over here I can appear to interact with. Under the stairs would be a good place to hide something, but I don't see anything. The music. I'm a fan of the root cellar if you get a shovel next time. Yes. A time lock safe? What in the Lost is this? Please don't spoil Lost for me. I still haven't seen the end of it. Okay. And I know it's an old show, but please take pity on a man. Take pity on a man that's had too many things to watch and not enough time to watch them all. All right. There's a note here. We'll read that. There's this terminal. And there's this time lock safe. Okay. I think they get lost and lost. Remain where you are for now. Given that the red guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan to have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. What? Down where? Remain where you are for now. Are they not in the shelter? Given that the red guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. So this is a standalone terminal, supposedly. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool. The 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Unless they were trapped in this shelter. So maybe could they have ended the day in the shelter? I don't know. Okay, let's investigate it. Yeah, down here in the shelter. Okay. Is canned water better than bottled water? According to Jason Momoa, yes. I'm good, just tired. It's been a long couple weeks, but hopefully things ease up soon. Yeah, I hope they do too, Chand. I'm solid. I'm solid. I just, yesterday was kind of my last little track day, for a little while. I'll be coaching cross country again this season, but in still a limited capacity. So yeah. So I get a little bit of a break. We've got friends coming into town starting on Sunday. I'll be here through the week. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, just trying to kind of catch back up my energy levels, you know. It's been it was a tiring kind of end of my track season. So welcome to Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. Time lock safe, radiation monitor, log into network. But I can't log into the network, right? There's a terminal password. Okay. Radiation monitor. Measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. There should be a measurement of 1. Point 12. Oh, okay. I did one experiment in the laboratory. So it said 12, right? So I'd have to do 100? Hang on, did that... It said 12. Yeah, 12? So I'd have to do 100? I also wonder, too, if the radiation decreases. I don't know. That's interesting. Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Whoa. Yeah, now we have 6-7. Good luck with this. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, I remember like asking out loud before, like, what is the date? Yeah, because I know that's part of it. We're on day 10, right? I know it's day 10. And that doesn't really help me with the current date, huh? Core and I still haven't figured this out. Uh-oh, we got 2 boops. I'm gonna have to restart Loot Spot Goods. For some reason, it keeps like subscribing to the channel point rewards, and I don't know why. Let me go ahead and just do a restart. Okay. All right. Hopefully that'll be better. I don't know why it does that. Don't know why it does that. Just good luck with this, though. I'll be honest, I completely forgot this mechanic existed. Wait, which mechanic was it? All right, time lock safe, though. I am not going to... I don't know. I'm going to go back on that. That's all it will stay open for, though, is 4 hours. Oh, the radiation thing. Okay, okay. I suppose that's a good thing you forgot. 100 experiments. I'm nowhere near that. Okay. There is this lovely portrait here, but it's seems to be different. Doesn't seem to be like it would play by the rules of the rest of the house. Okay, I don't see anything else to pick up. Wouldn't mind having some vitamins. Okay. You can do it again if you miss the window. Okay, I guess that's good to know then. All right, so I will try my best to keep an... Oh, I can look at what I've done before. Oh, that's really nice. I didn't know that. Why on day 6 did I just do that? Oh, that was the day I lost internet. That was the day I lost internet. That was the day where I gave like the big freaking middle finger to Xfinity. Okay. Yeah, let me go back. Day 1. This was my day 1. You all are my day 1s, by the way. But this was my day 1 in Blueprints. Yeah, Rumpus Room. I love that graphic, the partially built one. Yeah, these are cool. I didn't look at... So we have the Ordinary Inn, East Facing Villa, Red Villa, Quaint Cottage. That one's cute. East Facing Villa again. Abandoned Project. Another cozy cottage. Yesterday, or no, we had a mid-sized villa. Yesterday, we also had a mid-sized villa. Mid-size. Could you imagine? Like, yeah, I live in a mid-size, and you still have freaking like 20 rooms. Did you get your new internet? I sure did. Yeah, I sure did. I've got fiber now, which I did not think was going to happen for a long time here, because I do not live in a like an HOA style neighborhood, so I didn't think that they were going to you know, I didn't think they were going to move into this area for a long time. Also, my neighborhood is not like a new one by any means. All of the homes here were built in the 50s. So, let's see. Got confused on the date and then just didn't draft again. Gotcha. Okay. Regarding experiments, I think it's each time an experiment triggers. Some of them you can use to juice your numbers. Okay. Let's see, that's fair. If you forget the start date, it can be a pain to figure out where you are on the calendar. There's at least one room that straight up shows you the current date as an FYI. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking it might have been... I remember thinking about the date kind of a lot in the... what is it called? Hold on, I'll find it again. The commissary. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, the commissary. I remember thinking about the date kind of a lot there. But, man, I made it to the antechamber on both day 1 and day 2. Actually, no, I didn't on day 1, because none of these rooms actually connected. But I got up to that, like, 9th rank. This one I actually had a connection, though, to the antechamber. But did not actually make it in there. Oh. And I have made it up there since. Yeah, it's just been a little bit. I haven't really been focusing on that. But that's cool. I didn't realize you could go back and look at what you've done before. Okay. We got the shelter. Is it working better? It's so much better. Yeah. My upload speeds were capped out at about 35 megabits on my previous internet. And fiber I get, you know, it's synchronous. So I get, you know, more than 10 times that speed now. Download speeds are roughly the same. Actually, maybe slightly slower than what I had before. But the download speeds weren't the issue. Like we already had plenty of overhead on download speeds. So, okay. Let me think on the date. It has been a long time. Okay. There's one room that just tells you the date, but today is day 10. We'll come back. We got plenty of steps that we can come back. For that safe if we need. We got the date out backwards from library checkout time. That's a good point too. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, we will go back if the opportunity presents itself. How about dubs them based on your strategy? Yeah, I had a feeling there'd be a way to get it back. Good old shelter. I've actually drafted that a couple times. That's just the first time I've actually played it. I guess I don't know if play is the right word. I mean, they're kind of like cards. I don't know if that makes sense or if there's a better vernacular to use, but in my brain it makes sense. Okay, let's see here. Just double check. Okay. I don't see anything about the date on there, but I had to check. I always go left to right too. See here, quick checks on these just to refresh what I've seen before. Here's our base and ace, which we know. Okay. I do remember. Yeah, we'll just go left to right. Let's see. Yeah. Always like starting with the parlor. I do. Then again, I can't necessarily get that corner room. So maybe we just do, let's just do a spare room today for this. The spare room doesn't have any portraits, though, I suppose. That's a downside. But coworker just got fiber when he canceled Xfinity, offered him $45 per month for life, but he said, nah, no savings or terrible internet. Yeah, they've called me at least twice now. And I'm just like, I'm just not interested. Just not interested. All right. Dear Diary, sitting and staring at my work computer, it's going to be one of those Fridays. Oh, I think drafting is the official verb for picking a room, and drawing/rolling is the verb for pulling them from the pool. Okay. Drafting is playing it. All right. Or choosing one of these. Yeah, it does say select a room to draft. That's a good, yeah, it's a good point. Okay. Do I want the nook or the bedroom? I think I will go with, let's use the bedroom this time. Save the nook for later on. All right. Oh, and we got a chest this time. Okay. Portraits. We have, is this Spoon? Spoon and Dune? That's not just a rhyme. Okay, we got sand, maybe? Could this be sand? It's awesome that it's making Xfinity desperate, and then they still can't figure out what people actually want. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we can offer you what you had before. I'm like, I don't want what I had before. That's the whole reason I'm leaving. If what I had before was working for me, I wouldn't have changed. Yeah, it's been great, honestly. And my bill is like half of what it used to be. Granted, it is a promotion, but like maybe they'll do another thing where I can re-up their promotion once the year is up. Okay. Oh, that's like is that flan? That looks like flan, right? Flan, or it could be. Hang on, where's my phone? Oh yeah, I was dying. I had a bit of an issue last night. I took my phone off the charger and I grabbed the flashlight and I had to go investigate something middle of the night, and I forgot to put my my phone back on the charger. If you know, you know. Kind of just something that happens when I sleep sometimes. Okay, let me look at my album. I want to read those unused pairs again. So we had Glove Love, Sting, I believe, and Sing, Crowd Crow, Groan Gown, Snack Sacks. None of those. He saw the Hat Man. Wasn't the Hat Man. I saw something else this time. Sitting outside my sister's house yesterday, a random man from Spectrum drove up asking to talk to her husband about how they could get their business back, and I was like, questions? Start by not rolling some random man up to my abode. Yeah. Your fiber price is locked in for life? For real? Nice to have at least one bill be consistent, not turbo inflated. Yeah, definitely. Dang. I wouldn't mind having this bill for life. I don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, what they did do at least is, I think it's before like taxes and whatnot, it's like $45 a month for 1 gig up and down. The router modem combo is included, and unlimited data as well. Unlimited data and like modem rental from Xfinity both cost. That would have been like an extra like $20 a month, or I think is what it was. I think it was $20 a month. And it was already costing $110 a month. So like I said, 45 down from 110. Now, granted, the 110 was with fees and everything too. Taxes and fees. Okay. This is, I keep wanting to say this is flan. It just looks like flan to me, and I can't get that out of my head now. Flan and land. Dunes? Yeah, I was thinking Dune or Dunes. Yeah. Why there were ever data caps, I'll never understand me either. Yeah, nothing put me in a blind rage faster than getting the you're approaching your data limit email from Xfinity. We crossed over that a couple times. I'm just like, how? I mean, we do work from home, but quick stand up, you got it, Sorty. I'm really just hung up on flan. It must be something else, right? Flan. It could be like a ridge, I guess. Ridge. Man, maybe I should write these words out, though. Just sometimes visualizing the letters would help. Don't understand data caps. I don't think we ever had that. Really? Honestly, you probably did at some point. Work from home and dare to download a video game. That's honestly true. I was thinking about that yesterday. And it's so funny. I've been conditioned to it. I'm like, okay, so I downloaded 2 games yesterday. One was Ghost of Tsushima. That was like 56 gigs or something like that. And then I also downloaded Dying Light: The Beast. That was like another, I don't know, between 60 and 80 gigs. So yeah. Was a lot. I think I hurt my elbow at the gym. Doing those damn flyouts. Flyouts? I don't like that for you, though. What's it feel like? 8-pound weights felt like 1,000. So was it like dumbbell flies? Those are intense for sure. Can't like do anything with this, can I? But maybe, is that necklace important? I feel like that necklace is kind of like prominent in that photo. Yeah, I don't know. I've been spending a little bit more time in these rooms just to try to see if I've missed anything, but okay. I'll keep thinking about that as we go. But yeah, so I downloaded those 2 games yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh, my data. And then I was like, I have unlimited data. All right. Ooh, the chapel would be a good one here. The West Wing Hall also. These are really good polls here. Let's see. Let's go with the... Yeah, we're still early on, so losing money now is less detrimental. Let's do the chapel. Laying on the bench, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, those are dumbbell flies. That's a difficult move for sure. It works the entire chest, but yeah, if your elbows, you kind of got to keep them like a little bit bent, like kind of towards your chest, just a little bit. If you went straight on them, it may have put a little extra strain on that elbow. Way back when I was really into Warzone, I literally hit the data cap just with that bloated download. Oh my gosh. So that would be so frustrating. Like I'm literally just trying to use my internet. All right. Remember, friends, we have Flan and we have Sandy Dune Ridge. All right. What can we come up with for that? Oh, right. I was sheltered because I have the shelter. I totally forgot. I assume that is a permanent thing. So when I come back into the chapel, I'm thinking it's probably still going to prevent me from having to pay. I believe. I don't know, though, for sure. All right. We got guest bedroom for 10 more steps. I don't have this for a drawing room, so I guess I'm going to go with the Nook. I can get a key and go back to the bedroom, so that's at least something. Or we could just go ahead and call it with the guest bedroom, get 10 steps, and then kind of go back through the chapel. Actually, I think I'll do that. We're really stacking steps today. And then, do we have any portraits in the chapel? I would assume not. They don't really go with the aesthetic. But, I don't know. Maybe these stained glass ones? They seem... There's too many of them. There's too many of them. How would I come up with a difference on that? But also, what is this religion? You know? I don't know. I don't know. Let's get our 10 steps here. And this tells us about the billiards game, right? Appreciate your new game in the billiard room. Been ages since I've seen the billiard room in your house. Beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. Well, wait. Enjoy your mathematical puzzles. And appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Yeah. Okay. I vaguely remember that. We got some more portraits to look at here. We have... I think this is Crow and Row, is what I'm thinking here. Wait, Crow was one of the words on there, wasn't it? Or no, it was Grow. Proud and Crow. Okay. But I'm thinking this is Crow and Row. So we are going to... let's see. We are currently in this room here. We'll go with C. Okay, and all of these are just notes. They could end up changing. I don't know if I ever interacted with any of these before. Really going, excuse me, heavy on the step count today. It is a guest bedroom, so, right? What would you do with a guest bedroom, though? Your room is going to disappear overnight, you know? Like, you can't stay there. Right? Okay. And yes, I think I'm correct here. Now, I was sheltered a second time. Now, what I'm not 100% clear on, I'm pretty sure the way it's going to work is the next red room I go into, like, I get 3. I basically get blocked 3 times. But I'm pretty sure it's 3 rooms, not 3... like, you know, times you're stepping into the same place. Okay. Parlor would be a dead end. Pantry would continue north. That's a good one here. Ballroom. I don't think I've ever had that, but I don't have the gems for it. Whenever you enter ballroom, set your gems to 2. Oh, wow. Okay. That could be both a good and a bad thing. Let's go pantry. We get some more steps. And... we get some more money. I like money. I never actually looked in here for the portraits before. Okay. Star and stare, I'm thinking. Stars and stairs, I guess. But yeah, that would be an I then. Okay, so this is 2-2 I. How many I's is that? Okay. We'll keep going. Corridor always being left unlocked. Man, the passageway. We're getting some good pulls early, but I just don't have the gems for them. So we're going to go corridor just so I don't get dead-ended here. Then again, let's see. This would be 1 key, 1 gem, 10 money. But it'd be a dead end. I don't know. Hey, Giant Deviant Piano, welcome in. Today is day 10 for me. I'm still very fresh to this game. But I'm having a blast. I'm loving this. Day 10 only. Okay, we've got a tie and tier. I think at least that's what I had used before, was tier and tie. So this would be an R right here. Okay. Love day 10. Is day 10? Day 10's a special day? Yeah, just yesterday. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I assume it seems like you've played this game quite a bit, but just yesterday I discovered the meaning behind these portraits. So that is kind of on this run. I'm trying to make some notes for myself. There's a breaker box too. Ooh, the parlor is not bad either. Still don't have any gems. This is a dead end. I think I'll go ahead and go with the parlor in this case. We'll get some gems. Assuming we get to solve the puzzle. Mm-hmm. Day 10's not special. Okay. Have you rolled credits on this game, Giant? Okay, we have coat and cot. That'll be an A here. At least I believe. I say these confidently, but I don't truly know. I'm just making notes. Okay. Oh, we can actually walk back here. This would be a good place to hide something, huh? They're just curtains, but you never know. You never know. I don't see anything else. Okay, let's see. Yeah, nothing over here. Took some hints, but I rolled credits. Trophy hunting now? Awesome. Congrats on that. That's very cool. All 3 statements are false. 2 statements are false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Okay. Well, this can't be true. If all 3 are false, then this one can't be true. This one can be true because this could be false and this could be false. So if this one is true, then this one is false, this one is false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. But then that could be either this one or this one. Could this one be false? 2 statements are false. This one and this one? No, that would be true then. I feel like I haven't had enough coffee for this yet. Got to get the brain moving. Okay. All 3 statements are false. So that one clearly, that box is definitely false. Okay. 2 statements are false. Sipping my morning brown as we speak. Hell yeah. There's a meme that rolling credits in this game is the tutorial. Honestly, I'd believe that. Yeah. I need a coffee real bad. What can we do to make that happen? The gems are in a box with a false statement. Haven't gotten all these right so far. Me, not so much. I have yet to miss one, but this one is definitely the most difficult one. This has been the most puzzling one so far. Gems are in a box with a false statement. So if this one is true, then it couldn't be in this box, right? Let me just double check here, as I haven't read this in a while. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay. So yeah, in this case, again, one of them is true, one of them is false, one of them is either true or false. So again, we know this is the false one. This one is one of the false ones. If this one is saying that it's false, or this one's saying 2 statements are false, then this one would be the true one. Or wait, sorry, this would be the true one, then this one would be either true or false. So I'm thinking that this one is true and this one is true, which means that the gems are in this one here. Oh no! No! Okay. Where did I go wrong? See if we can figure this thing out. Can't take the key again. All 3 statements are false. Your fault. I mean, that's breaking the rules. So if that was the case, then that would be against the rules. So that box is one of the false ones. But maybe that's the true or false one, right? Two statements are false. If that's true, if this is the true box, then this one could be, then this one is saying that this one is also false. Shoot. It's in this box. Yeah. No, it's not. Then it would have been in, wait, I would have had a 50-50 chance. Is that right? Somebody else explain. Core always gets them right. Yeah, that's the first one I missed. That's the first one I missed. I really wanted those gems too. I think it's white. White has them. Two statements are false. So this one is true, and this would have been false. So it says the gems are in a box with a false statement, which means the gems are in a box with the true statement. That makes sense. That makes sense. Parlor comes for you eventually, yeah. Blue was all three boxes are false. So yeah, I get it. Yep, you guys are right. They would have been in the white one. Good call, everybody. I think I just rushed my thinking on that. Bummer. That's a big bummer. Green rooms do not cost gems to draft. That could be good. I've not had the terrace either. The garage could be decent. Otherwise, the West Wing Hall keeps us moving forward. But we do have two other places we can go from the entrance hall. I think I'll actually do the terrace. Green rooms being free to draft. Because I've not been able to get very many gems here. I've also never been on the terrace. I feel like I'm kind of on a mission to get new rooms as well as portraits. Did I look at the other? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I got this one already. Okay. Wig, welcome in. How you doing? Koro's good at sussing out lies. Take notes, Spooky. I just have years of Nancy Drew. Oh, Nancy Drew. An orange. I've never had an orange. That's plus 5 steps. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm well, thanks. Good to hear. Good to hear. Are you a Blueprints veteran? Whoa. Nonder, what's up, dude? How the heck are you? One more workday? You freaking got this, dude. You're gonna crush it. You got this. I hope work's been going okay. And I love you, dude. I'm super glad I get to give you a hug on Monday. I like the vertical setup here. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. That's my editor. Editor to the stars. New room equals good room. That's what I'm thinking too, is it's like it's good to see new rooms. Then I learn more about what I want to do, you know, with that room moving forward, right? Seems to make sense. I don't see much else though. So maybe this is just sort of one of those rooms where it's just a little you get some bennies out of it, but not much else. Like I don't see any lore or anything else to find. And that's okay. We got plenty of steps today. I've been stacking the steps up. So we're going to go ahead and go back through the parlor, corridor, pantry, chapel, bedroom, spare room, back to the entrance hall. And I do also need to be on the lookout for what I'm trying to solve the current date. So, friends with bennies. The terrace is good vibes. I agree. It's lovely. Playing this as well, not completed yet. Just working on later puzzles. Fair enough. We are on day 10 here. I realize like progress is very non-linear in this game, so that probably doesn't necessarily help too much, but still relatively early on in this game. Work 7 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. tonight. Holy crap, seriously? Oh, no, I didn't get a key. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I do have a key. Or a trunk to unlock with a key, I should say. Bringing bennies to the B&B? All right. Full-time and part-time job. What, is there a break at all in between? All right, the den. We can get a gem finally, but it does prevent our forward progress. Hallway would be probably a little better. Just for continuing progress. I think I'll go hallway. We'll save the den for later. Hallway it is. All the cuddles belong to the guild. You get a 1 hour break. Dang. Dang. For how many hours that math is? That's a lot of math here. That's 12, 15 and a half hours. You get 1 hour break. I want take care of yourself today, Jezraiah, and tomorrow too. Hopefully, do you get to rest over the weekend? I know sometimes you put in even more hours over the weekend. Do we have bridge and bride? Bridge and bride. So this will be a G. This is right over the entrance hall. A G. G for gangsta. This is the gangsta room. All right. I think I'll just keep going as vertical as I can. Maybe swimming tomorrow at a friend's pool. Practice. Off Saturday, work 6 hours on Sunday. Okay, so it's at least a shorter shift. Yeah. Wait, why is Koro dead? Koro, don't die. All right, den. We get the den now. I said I'd save it for later, but I guess technically this is later. 1 room later. We would like the gem, please. Okay, we got another one here. Rod and road, baby. The rod. All right, this one is here, right? So this is an A. Okay. Alrighty. The gangsta hallway. I wondered if that was what you were laughing about. All right. So in that case, we do have time of day. We get plenty of clocks in here. This room has definitely got lots of clocks. Oh, and another chest. Okay, so now we need 2 keys. 2 keys. I'm pretty sure I've looked through this room pretty extensively, I think. Maybe there'd be something near the fireplace, but I haven't discovered anything. Why is my phone blown up? Oh, that's because my client texted me photos instead of emailing. Oh, jeez. Really? Sorry about that, Ursa. I was going to say, I mean, you are popular, so it's no surprise that people are just blowing up your phone. Are you going to give me your phone number this upcoming week? Because then I'll blow up your phone too. I'll do it. Don't believe me? Watch. I'll do it. All right, here we go. Next room, storeroom nook. Okay, we can get a key from the nook. Billiard room is a no-go. We could also get a room. Or another key here. Key and a gem. Mary already has it. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I guess I could get it. Okay, Bruno. Bruno? You make fun of your text on stream. Don't do it. Wait, will I? Lute's asking for a girl's phone number. Casual. Was I casual? I was sweating bullets. I think I'll go Nook here. Yeah, I'll go Nook. Then we have 2. Actually, I have a bunch. Like every room on this like, you know, straight north from the entrance hall has a right-hand door. So yeah, you were slick. That's what they call me. Slick Nick. All right. Oh, yep. Wait, we had this one before, right? Make sure it's still it's the same. Yeah, the same portraits as the previous time. Yeah. Nick. Hello? Nonder? Hello? I laughed out loud. We got a key, baby. Do I just turn around and use it on the trunk? Take the 2 steps to do it? I think so. Oh, yes. Many gems. That was a good one. 4 gems now. All right. Does this one... Let's see. If you continue on your journey, on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes. Mm-hmm. We have that. We have both a spreadsheet and a notebook. Hey, Non. Thanks. Oh, hey. He knows how fragile my ego is. He wouldn't dare. How fragile your ego is. Okay. Laboratory, walk-in closet gets me 4. Let's see. The gym. I'm protected from this one here because of the shelter. So I think I will actually go with the gymnasium here. Gimnasio. But oh no, they do have these. Okay, I did get this one. This is Fire and Fur. Hoople. The Hoople Sports, baby. Can we also shoot the rock? No. Forget about that. Okay, we will continue north, first and foremost. Locked, and I don't have any keys. Son of a gun. We got to go south. We got... There's the laboratory. I knew that I added tunnel to this, but like, always draw a tunnel while drafting in this room. Is that a good thing? There's the boudoir, which would link back to the den. Laboratory would link to the right. I feel like I gotta go with the laboratory. Thanks for sending me an iPhone screen grab of your logo file. I can't wait until we're on our way to LootsCon. I don't have to look at this garbage. Oh, that does... Yeah. That's not helpful. Okay, always draw tunnels. So I understand then this one could be good for if I really want to make progress north. So I don't think I want to draft that one. I don't think so. I think I'm going to go with the laboratory. How many of you guys watched Dexter's Lab growing up? I freaking loved that show. And HEIC file is the bane of my existence. Yeah, what the frick's up with that? Okay, we've been in here before. We're going to do an experiment. Actually, yesterday was my first time ever being in a laboratory. I took pictures of everything in here. I've got them all on my phone. Dexter's Lab rocked. You rock. I hate HEIC. Ugh. DD mega doo-doo. Don't have trouble with that, thankfully. Okay, what was this one again? Effective immediately. Electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. Okay. Let's do an experiment. Let's see. I don't have an experiment, right? Yeah. Because it's only for the current day. Research logs. Day 9 experiment 1. Successful triggers 0. Each time you unlock or bypass the security door, gain 1 star. Yeah, that did not happen. Hopefully you get some good rolls here. Okay. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door, whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, whenever you draft a shop room, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house, add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool, spread dirt on the driveway. Interesting. Okay. Loved Dexter's Lab. Also, Rocco's Modern Life. I did watch that one too, but not as much. Every time I record something on my phone, you'd think it would be easy to just drop it into DaVinci, but no. Oh, that is unfortunate. I am an Android user, so. You read that letter in the security room, right? About color of notes? I did, yes. Yeah. Wigan iPhones. Okay. So, wait, I could add, like, whenever you draft a shop room, just add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. So I could just end up having, like, 9 aquariums. I feel like I like the 1 key for every 2 hallways. I have a couple hallways. So I think I will do this. I think I will do drafting a shop room means, yeah, okay, so these are drafting, not actually drawing and drafting. So maybe I will Spend 2 or more gems. I currently have 3. Tough. That's tough. I'd be more likely to spend 2 or more gems drafting a room than I would drafting a shop room, I think. But I will go with the shop room, and I'm going to gain 1 key. The aquarium, I think the aquarium is important because I know the colors of the rooms are important. I don't know exactly, like I have not tried to do color combinations yet, but I do know that that is important. So I think that's why that one is a valuable experiment. But I'll just go ahead and do this one for now. I wonder what they'd label an aquarium house. That is a good question though. Yeah. Any of y'all seen Bicentennial Man? Yeah, forever ago. I don't remember a thing about it. My type of man, some sort of robot. Used to be a big Android guy. Used to be? Well, that movie made me cry multiple times. I would watch that again, but it would be a very sad watch. Hello, Ghost. Came across my wife's Tinder profile, and now I'm so angry about all the lies. She is not fun to be around. Which mother freaker decided Friday was going to be a busy day? I'm going to throw something. I don't like that. I don't like that either, Sorty. We're supposed to be just blueprinting it up, you know? We should watch it together. We're going to cry together. At least we could embrace one another. Make it through. Oh, right. The boiler room. Yes, I need to remember. Okay, I'm going to put a little note here, too. Boiler room has a connection to the laboratory. Boiler room and laboratory. Borefield, more like Borefield. I don't know why I thought that there just now, but I did. Okay, we're going to go east. East? I thought you said west. Stady funeral. Wait, what? Stady funeral? Oh, shoot. Roughly 400 police cross the street. Stady funeral. Oh, geez, Louise. Production issue off the rip and a rescheduled meeting moved to 10:30. Oh, well, 10:30 is when I do have to basically make sure I'm wrapping it up by then. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. The bunk room. I actually did go in the bunk room before, but that would effectively be a dead end until I get a key. The closet wouldn't be the worst thing here, but maybe the dark room is what I want. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. It is a risk, but if I do... Well, then again, no. This is the 3rd red room. I don't get the negative effect. So the dark room it is. This is my 3rd room getting blocked by the shelter. Yes, baby. All right. Lutz, I'm obsessed with you. Wait, why? What did I do? Friday is always so busy for me. Our team meetings are Friday afternoon. Like, how dumb? That is dumb. I have way too much to do for a Friday. God, Ghost, almost believe that till the punchline. Running issues this morning, too, so I'm going to restart since it's been a few weeks. Oh, really? Who's going east? Thank God you moved on. Set their desk on fire. Mitch, I just spoke to him for 20 minutes. Seen that movie? I don't like where this is going. Yeah. I did too, but I was still hoping. Would have to go to Denver as my manager is there. Ooh, that would. Hey, I want to go to Denver sometime. Good play. You're a good play. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've been in the dark room, but it is. Gosh, this room is so cool. All the photos and stuff. Look at these. Look at these photos. This is the photo of like the garden, which I've not actually been into yet. There's the Cinca Co. Let's see. Can we learn anything from these photos? The truth is in here somewhere. He's holding a letter here. He's laughing. Well, this guy's laughing. This guy is very serious. This looks like the dining room or whatever that was. Connected to a bedroom of sorts. Don't know if that matters. What are you holding here, pal? I don't know. Okay. This is like a close-up. Is that how both of those are? Is it like a... Kinda, yeah. This is the first ever selfie. And then got closer to the mirror. Look at this graph. Wait, why are we looking at a graph? It's your civic duty to go check on him for us. Give us an update on Big Mitch. We're blurring out that photo. Now I have that song on loop in my head. This one is... Gosh, that one is hard to look at. I'm playing with my eyes. There's another one. Another of the selfies. This dude was like... Selfie king. Looking more at the camera. Wait. What is this part? Is that the flasher? Would this be the flasher? Why is it a zoomed in photo of the camera? He's in the... Wait a minute. He took a photo from the mirror of the bathroom? The lavatory? Is that what that's depicting? He was in the lavatory. I could have drawn the lavatory. Or I could have drafted. I decided not to. Okay. Yeah. That one too. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to keep an eye on that. An eye on that? Oh, so keep an eye on that. Okay. Yeah. Keep an eye on that. What the frick does that mean? $5.99 to unlock Bubble Bath Prince. In KY, he's apparently in DC. For real? Every time I do it makes me LOL. Right. I picked this up before, didn't I? A large battery pack provides juice. Oh, hello there. True Keld. How are you doing? Is that a bomb? Can't say bomb on an airplane. Bomb, 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 bomb. Provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Juice. All right. Is juice the scientific term? That's another blurry photo of the maids. Oh, here we go. Pee and peak is what I'm thinking. Pee and peak. Peek at pee. Peek at you peeing? This is a K. Okay. Ooh, we've almost got a word here. Got a word. If I could have gotten something from the laboratory, because I didn't even freaking look in there, did I? Gosh dang it. Okay. We'll probably end up back in there. Well, we will end up back in there at some point. So it's a P for this room. Pipe and pie bombs. FBI's entered the chat. Tell how you doing. It's like a vintage OnlyFans promo photo. And we can't even betray his state, right? Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my calculation's complete? The wenches? What the... Wig Games, thanks so much for the follow. Thank you so much, my friend. Hope you're having a good time with us. Did I... should I be like counting apples on the tree or something? Like what... This one makes me feel kind of dumb looking at this. You ever do that? Like I feel like it's probably nothing, but it just makes me feel a little dumb, you know? It's like there's meaning here. I just know it. And there's nothing. All right, we got a battery-powered battery. I'll go south first, I suppose. Plenty of steps you can double back later. That's what I'm thinking too. Okay, a storeroom, a library. Yeah. Okay, less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Or a courtyard. The courtyard's free. We may get an item here. Ooh. We want the library or the courtyard here? The courtyard is also turned perfectly. Apple bottom? He's wearing jeans. Pants, jeans? I'm all right. Well, I'm glad you're all right, Kelt. I hope you have a good weekend coming up. Last theory from 2 streams ago was I should come back with the magnifying glass. That is true. I remember that. I need a magnifying glass. Okay. Do I want the library? The library, I'm only going to get one chance. I will possibly get a less common... Well, no, you discover less ones. But I feel like I should save that one for later in the house. So I think I'm going to go with courtyard. Hopefully I will draw the library once again soon. And then can I just like peek around here for a portrait without actually going in? I see a lock over there. There's a lock. I don't see the other portrait though. Okay, so it's lock and something probably. Quick lurk to make breakfast since an Uber delivering on a police closed road is probably frowned upon. Yeah. Dang. Okay, no item this time. That is unlucky. We'll go south. Okay, so this will be the southeast corner room. My guess is clock, but who knows? Yeah, could be. Coat check. I don't have an item, right? Observatory wouldn't be bad either. Honestly, the bunk room isn't even bad. None of these are bad. Do I even have anything in worthy of coat checking, though? I don't think I do. Shorty says, I know. Nerd. Bunk room, I don't think you get the payoff for right now. No, I don't think so either. I'm thinking observatory probably is best. Also, it's in a great... I mean, it's in the corner of the house. That's a great place. Yeah. A friend told me who Luffy's dad was yesterday. Kind of pissed me off. Luffy's dad. Wait, what? Other than some items, yeah. Observe and coat check, both good picks, yeah. I don't think I have anything currently in my inventory, but this is a really good place for coat check. That's kind of where I'm like... But what did I leave in coat check? I don't freaking remember what I left there. There's other folks in here watching. Chand. The call is coming from inside the house. You know what? I think I'll do coat check. What is this in reference to though? What is Luffy? What is that? What is that? Oh, it's One Piece. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, I know that name is familiar, but why is that familiar? One Piece. Okay. Yeah, let's see what I had. There aren't any portraits out here in the courtyard, right? I don't see any. Did I need one for this room? I did. Okay, that's a little unfortunate then. Coat check has portraits. Did we do this one? No, we haven't. Okay. So we have Tag and Stag. So this is an S. Okay. Let's see what we got. I know I put something in here before. I just don't freaking remember what it was. Retrieve item. Not an item checked to retrieve. Oh, really? I could check the battery pack. I suppose I should do that. Okay. His name is Luffy. I will scream. You can do it later. Keep battery on you. Okay. All right, that was just the only item I had. I swear, maybe I retrieved it one time though. I swear I put something in coat check before. Okay. All right. Then we are going to go to the west of the courtyard. And this is another room I don't currently have a letter for. Weight room, lose half your steps. That is tragic. Okay. Drawing room, or do I go utility closet? I can get that other space if I really want it either way. I think utility closet's what I gotta go with. The breaker box. I do not want to lose half my steps. I built up all these steps. The drawing room, I don't think I really get a benefit necessarily, unless I want to try to solve the safe. Is it better to exhaust your footsteps or leave for the day? Better to keep going until you're exhausted or leave enough steps to leave? I think you want to use all your steps. Drawing room lets you re-roll. That's true. Yeah. So I could basically get I have a better chance of getting something really good, huh? And it will link me back. Yeah, it's not the... Then again, I'm going north from the dark room. That's the one I'm going to next. I don't have a key to unlock the door north of the gymnasium. So... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I think that makes sense, though. Yeah, ending early. I think in my mind, the only reason you'd want to end early, this is again just in a noob's brain at least. I think the only reason you want to end early is if you know you're going to run out of steps before you can make any new progress. You know, so like if you only have 5 steps left and it's going to take you like, 10 to get to the nearest room that has an opening, then you just go ahead and end it. That's probably what I would say. That's just my again, my uneducated thought. There are a few rooms that reward you for specifically ending in that room, so planning around that is the closest thing that's specifically rewarding you for ending early. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. Let's do the drawing room. I like the idea of having a higher chance of getting something valuable on that extra room. We'll spend 1 gem for that. Connected. Back to the hallway, too. And I should take a look, too, to make sure I looked at the portraits. The other thing that's kind of interesting, though, is if I was going to try to come up with a letter for this room, what the frick would it be? What the frick would it be? We have a horse. Oh, it's this one here. Bat and bath. So this is an H. It's an H. And where am I at? Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that room. So I'm just sort of like, okay. And then we found this yesterday. I've been panic backtracking to leave for the day. P for paintings or D for drawing. All right. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't have the answer for that. I'll just say again, each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. True. There are ways around it. The drawing room is one of them. Okay. Are all of these portraits somehow the solution for this safe? And wait, I could also pick up this phone, couldn't I? Or there was something I could do. There is a phone that I could dial, right? Maybe it wasn't this one, but am I totally just misremembering? Pass out mid-room, there's no drawback. My headcanon is Miss Babbage comes back in the evening to clean and reset stuff, finds Simon tuckered on the floor, carries him to his tent. I like that. I don't think you'd reasonably have a lead that could tell you how to solve this. Okay. Wish this game didn't make me so motion sick. I want to play but can't give it long stretches like I want to. I wonder if there could be a mod. Because didn't we look at this before? Is there... There is like an FOV, but it's not great. Under graphics. Didn't we find it? Auto stroll? Motion assist? Yeah, there is FOV, but yeah, it could be better. Smooth look. Stairs skip? Yeah, stair skip would be a good one too. Yeah, some of them. But yeah, maybe it just needs more. But yeah, I wonder if there'd be like a mod for like a I don't know, a third person view somehow, something fixed on the screen other than just like the little arrow. Make MRSA drive spooky drives for me. We are taking turns. We. Why can't they put the charging port on the rear like a sensible design? Wait, my mouse charging cable press return? Wait, where's the cable at? Okay, let's draft this room here. We can get security, which actually also connects us back to the entrance hall. I don't know if that matters too much, but security would be solid. The lavatory actually would also, I kind of want to see that one. I've drafted this one before, but this really does only leave me with one more chance, which is north of the dark room. So I am kind of risking it a bit here. But I do need this one for you, and I can redraw. That's true. The reason I'm thinking laboratory, though, is because of that selfie from the dark room. And this is a red room, but it doesn't have any like downside other than just being a dead end. This seems like a solid place for it. Like if I drew this later on, I'd be screwed. Cable comes out of the front on the G502 mouse. Okay, so here, using my mouse as an example, when I plug this in to charge it, it comes right through here. That's what you're saying? Like it doesn't, it's there for yours as well? If you don't love your choices, might as well take advantage of drawing room. That seems, I mean, that's a decent spot for it, right? That's where like normal wired mouses, like, or mice, that's where they get plugged in too, right? Really, like, this seems like a good place for the laboratory. I don't know. This is risky, but then again, they're all technically risky because none of them really continue on, like, I'm going to go with the laboratory. I'm just going to try to trust my gut here. We'll see how it goes. Could be bad. He took a selfie in this mirror, and that's why I'm like, I don't know. Maybe that means something, but maybe it doesn't. This room could also be red because it has literally nothing. Could very well be. We do at least get this. Pin and pine, I suppose. This would be an E. Okay. I'm getting close to having these words solved. I could do like a Wheel of Fortune style, and I'd like to solve the puzzle, but I think I'll just kind of keep those to myself. So that wasn't a total waste, I suppose, getting that. But yeah, anything to do with this mirror. It might have just been a red herring from the dark room. Either way, it was gonna be where I had to go back up to the dark room to try to progress. I do need to go back into the laboratory as well. So, yeah, hopefully we don't get locked out. Some are easier to guesstimate than others, yeah. I believe that for show. Okay, over here. Courtyard north to the dark room. I have it plugged into my desk, which is to my right, so I'm weird. Wish it were in the rear so I could still drag it around while using it and I have the cord. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm like, that seems like, I don't know. That would be the opposite of most of them. Okay. Did this room have... Yeah, this was a K. Because, yeah, those ones there. Okay, so we got to try this door here. I really hope I don't get locked out. Okay, we got something. We got like a veranda. Veranda's cool. Furnace. That's a dead end. East Wing Hall is solid. So is veranda. I've never had the veranda. I think I'm going to go with the veranda. Veranda Cosgrove. Yeah, I'm going to go with the veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms, which would be nice. Although I have already drawn a couple green rooms, so maybe I don't really get a benefit so much there. Let me see. Let me take a look at our rooms page. Courtyard we already have. Patio. Yeah, patio and root cellar, but that's I think root cellar is only outside. So patio, I could get another item. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the veranda. I've never had it before. And the hallway, then again, I do have 2 hallways. So that wouldn't, I guess I would have, my experiment that's running too is, you know, I can get was it 1 key? 1 key for every 2 hallways whenever I draft a shop. Shoot, another key that I need here. Ooh, pretty. Pretty. Captain, how the heck are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Otherwise, yeah, not a whole lot. So I guess I'm hoping I will pull a patio card. So yeah, we got a couple dig spots and we've got a trunk, which I cannot open. I've been just dangerously short on keys. So hopefully we don't get locked out here as well. Okay. Every time I'm kind of holding my breath. The boudoir is solid. Well, that one's all... Is that guaranteed to be a locked door since the gymnasium door is locked? I can't remember how that works. Can't remember how that works. The bunk room basically ends this run. Dining room gives me a chance to go north. And then, yeah, I think I got to go with dining room here. Just based on the odds. We'll go dining room. Also, what rank is this going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be rank 5. So still have to go up to... Yeah, another one here. All right. Another 3 to get the meal. Dining room it is. All right. And no portraits here that I can see. So I guess outdoor rooms, they don't ever have any portraits. Makes sense. Okay. A gem! I wish it were a key. When I see boudoir, I think of Naughty Nelly from The Office. I've only been in the dining room like maybe once or twice. We take another look around. Just in case. So we have pen and tent. This one I already had. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. I already had this one. So the room to the west here, I don't have a letter for this room yet. So that will be good to have if I can get that. This food will not be served yet. I do have a letter to the room to the north. Although I think I was less confident in that one, maybe. I don't know. One of these coming up I was not as confident in. This one is not locked. Okay. Okay. Library. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Okay. Less likely to find items lying around in your house. I don't want that. I think I'm going to go with the library then. Yeah. Library. Imagine you can interact with everything. What a nightmare that would be. I'm glad that that's not the case. We're going to go library here, my friends. The run continues, hopefully at least a little bit longer. Because that would be a bummer. I just cannot find keys to save my life. But also, this could give us the answer to the safe here. Oh, there's a coupon book. Okay. Hey, it's my friend. I like that guy. Octi, I like you too. How you doing? And we get to hug soon too. All right. So, Simon P. Jones, November 16th, 1993. All right, let me write that down. When else did I have the library drafted? 2 sleeps. 2 sleeps. Oh, this is the book that I... Wait a minute. I got this. Okay, I had not checked this book out before. Shoot, I didn't make a list of the books I've checked out, have I? I've checked out 2 books. So wait, is today... Don't remember how this works. Hang on, let me... Frickin' A. Okay, let me at least write this down. Day 10. Library book. Checked out with date November 16th, 1993. I just make a note for myself of that. That's the date. Just double checked if it was checkout time or current time. Okay. So today is November 16th, 1993. So I may... do I just run back now? To the shelter? Introduction. The third largest city in Fen Aries and site of its former capital, Reddington, is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. The Botanical Gardens. Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens, is loved by both locals and visitors for its Ajuran canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime is Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. A specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. I don't know how to say that. Ilex? Featherfall Keep. You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son Lionel Epson left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house museum and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Arinda Aries when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Aries' premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. The lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. Lore! We're getting some lore. Yeah, there's some mystery, huh? There's some doubt, I guess. Mount Holly. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded, whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Okay, and that's talking about this estate that I'm in currently. Mainway Station Bazaar. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, One might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar, but don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station in a time when the Realms trains were still in service. Now the turnstiles, footbridge, and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you're bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. We got a little map here, too. Got a little map. Will this be useful? I don't know, but I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture. Boop. Got it. All right. Okay, so this was November 16th, 1993. I'm considering, with 50 steps, I'm considering just turning around and running back to the shelter. We'll make a stop in the den along the way, because there are tons of blocks in there. So we'd run around here. Or shoot, I have to actually use another step. So maybe if there's another clock somewhere else, then maybe I could avoid having to go back to the den. But okay, so it looks like we have a graph, and that's like a mine cart. Okay. Chart and cart. This is an H. We are, okay. This is level 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 to the right of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And I said this was wait, what I said chart and carts. This is an H. Okay. That was the letter I expected it to be. Oh, sorry, you're working on it too, Sorty. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, that word on level 5, that could be, or rank 5, that could be almost anything. Don't apologize. Okay. House directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's this. Yes. Okay. 1 to 12. Yeah, look at all these rooms I still have yet to discover. Did you want me to at the end of this run, do you want me to kind of just go through these so that we could update the room page maybe? I don't know if those are rooms that I've drawn or drafted or both. Not both, but okay. And then real quick, before I run back into the next room, I think I will try to draft the next room just so I know what I'm up against. But also, I need to remind myself what I found up here before. Right, this is gameplay stuff here. Yeah, most of the macros, if you don't remember if you've been in. Okay. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't remember if that menu, what that menu shows exactly. Mount Holly scrapbook. First item check. So I never checked anything? Okay, I am... Although that says 8. Did I check a battery pack before? My claim ticket was 12 this time. I don't know. Favorite floor plans, the library. It is a great one. Drafted the parlor. Most time spent in the parlor, that makes sense. Contraptions I've made. Magnifying glass metal detector, I made a burning glass. Largest purchase, metal detector. Maybe one day. Most avoided was the nursery. That is a good one, I think, but I haven't had a good build for that. Okay. Yeah. That's always good to kind of just refresh things that you've done in the past. Good one to get early. Yeah, for sure. Sorry for the spinning there. Okay, I'm going to try to draft this room before I run backwards. We got the observatory. The attic has 8 items. I would have exactly the correct amount of gems, but I don't know if the Great Hall has 7 locked doors, and I have no keys. The attic sounds pretty nice. 8 items. I do have a dead end. Or no, I don't have... It is a dead end. But that's a new room for me. And I have the gems to get it. And I still can go north from the dining room, hopefully. So, yeah. Observatory is kind of a guaranteed. That's the only one that will guarantee that I get another chance to open another door. But 8 items sounds really good. Almost guaranteed keys from attic. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, do it. I've never been in the attic either. So it is yet another new room. Oh, wow. There's a key immediately. Key to the secret garden? We got a sledgehammer. That's helpful. Because I've got at least 2 or 3 trunks right now. The frick are you guys pointing at? Huh, okay. This is where... Okay. Yeah, I know where they're at. They're by the blue flame area. Okay, and I'm heading out that way soon. Okay, what are you looking at? Kind of give me the eye here. Let's see. It's that necklace again. You got like a half moon necklace. I don't know if that's the same necklace I saw before. Metal detector. Okay. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Also good. Meeting time for me. Love y'all. We love you, Spooky. Hope you have a good meeting. And we're going to see you real soon, dude. I'm excited for that. There's the magnifying glass. Okay. Yeah, so we need to go back to the dark room. The glass. Huge. And we still have tons of steps. 2 keys. Did I pick up? And the shovel? Holy freaking crap. We got dirt piles to uncover. Yeah, this is big progress. 1000% the play. Yeah, for sure. We have stage and stag. Did I have this room before? Stage and stag? No. This is 1 up directly from the H. So that's an E. Yeah. 4 down and 4 across. All right. Get that one there. Okay, let me read this here. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. Dear Miss Marigold. This says April 12th. It does. Are there things to... I'm sure that I don't need this every time, but, yeah. Okay, dear Miss Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that we have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with Ruffington's current catalog and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provided us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you. Otherwise, it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Yanders, editor, Ruffington Red Publishing, Children's Book Department, 205 Conchetta Court. Change the ending to political. The book was political? The Red Prince? It's already such a good cheerleader, right? All right, just doing another quick little look. So we did find one thing to read. Magnifying glass will work on all viewable documents, letters, books, photos, wall pics, anything interactable. Not always necessary, but always there for sleuthing. Yeah, that's... So here, let's try it out. Point. 2. And yeah, I'm going to end up spending a lot of time with this thing. You're pointing at something off the blue flame platform, but I don't see anything. All right. This looks like something I should have been able to open, but I can't. Okay. Yeah, we got hella steps left still, so this is solid. I certainly don't want to run out of room or steps without going to the shelter. So I do need to keep that in mind, but yeah, otherwise I think we're doing solid. That was rank 6. Okay, so I will try to go north from the dining room, or at least draft this room. Okay, billiard room would be a dead end. Oh, shoot. All these are dead ends. Dang. Oh no, we'd have to rotate. We could rotate the billiard room. Well, either way, the billiard room is going to be a dead end too. Dang. Rip to us. In that case... Yeah, so we won't make any more room progress, but we are going to get some more items and whatnot. And that sucks. Yeah. This room, I do not have a letter for. I really don't think it matters then, right? Both the end picks are solid ones. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do... Yeah, my keys are effectively worthless now because I have the sledgehammer to open the trunks. But what other items? I could coat check something. So yeah, let's do the closet. I'm out of doors. Yeah, I am. I sure am. It's a big bummer. Yeah, closet. Yeah, just to see if I can get something to coat check. Hey. Need me? Oh, hi. I got a compass? That could be good. That could be good for the next run, right? Draw floor plans more likely to go north. Okay. That'd have been nice a moment ago. Yes, it would have. Yeah. Hi, Mary. Can't wait to meet you. She's already gone, but she says the same. Pictures. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, we've got one back there. This looks like the coast and coat one. Did I... Oh, I'm a silly goose. I already had this one. Yeah, I already had this one. I am a silly goose. Cat died? Oh, shoot. Why would it have died? Yeah, I think Ursa means the on-screen chat. One sec. Let me see if I can refresh there. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. It just needed a refresh. Huh. All right. It's back now. Okay, so then, man, look at this inventory. Gosh, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer, dude. Okay, freaking secret garden key. Is that... Does that allow me to bypass that lock? Because is that a secret garden? I mean, that is a garden, I guess. Well, it's really more of an orchard, isn't it? I don't think that... Yeah, I think that's something different, right? That's an orchard, not a garden. Do you have any other paths you can open? Your face is covering the left side of the house. Nothing. I can't do any more progress in the mansion. So really I'm just left with going back through the rooms I've already got. I have tons of steps too. That's the thing. I have 43 steps left. We're definitely going to get to the shelter. That is high on my list. Maybe I just run back to the shelter. Take care of that. And then we're probably going to make a stop at coat check at some point. Did you want a dark room? Yeah, I should go back into the dark room too. Which I have to anyway, because I'm going to have to pass through there. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's go dark room, which is through the veranda. It's over here. I don't think there was anything else I needed in the library or the attic. So yeah, let's go dark room. We'll open... Yeah, I might as well dig and open these. I mean, why not, right? What's in the top left? Top left is the terrace. The dead end, unfortunately. Found an old shoe. Hooray. And Some coins. Literally did not even get the option for a shop once I hit the laboratory. Never once. We did get another key and another gem. I don't think there's anything I can do. You don't have commissary or security? I don't. I sure don't. Sure don't. I did draft, or I did draw security once. I could have done security instead of laboratory. And that was it. Okay, let's take a closer look at these. Oh, you know what? Yeah, hang on a second. He's holding a note. He's holding a note. And also I wanted to look at this. Just in case. This is what caused me to draft the laboratory because... Wait. What the frick is that? Is that just film grain? I guess it is. Okay. Or is there something in the reflection there? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. The one where he's holding this one's really blurry. I don't know if this is the magnifying glass is going to help. Like it just wasn't developed super well. Yeah. Okay. There's one where he's holding something. I think that was in the dark room, right? Wait, this is a more clear version. Huh. Okay. Here's another kind of blurry one. What's behind them? Which room are they in? Can't tell what room that is. Does it... Is it significant? It's a room with windows. Oh, okay. This is the office, I believe. She opened that first drawer and she's smiling at something. I've been in the office once, I think. Okay. Can I even see the lock combo? I can't. Not in that one, at least. There is another one. 1128. Okay, that's helpful. 1128. Let me just go ahead and make a note on that. 1128 carved into tree outside orchard. Okay. That seems to be useful. Is there her mole is in the shape of a heart. That's very sweet. Can't imagine there's anything else on this one, but I don't see anything. Okay. All right. Am I just misremembering what room that was? No, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to read this note here. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Green memos. Hartley's room? Okay. Green memos in Hartley's room are always... Okay. Then again, is that a red note that's not handwritten? Kind of hard to tell considering we're in a red room. Okay, but that was the one thing I wanted to see. And then see much else. Okay. That was the one I wanted. Does this have the same number on it? Yes, it does. Okay. One more check in here. Don't see anything else there. Okay. All right. I think I'll keep going. So we need to go to... We could go back through the den. The courtyard. Let's see. Courtyard. I could check something at coat check. I don't know which one I want to check yet. But I will definitely be making a return there. Let's see. The den has a... Is the den where I opened? Yeah, I opened the chest in the den, but there's one in the bedroom, I think, I haven't opened. Don't know that it matters. Okay. I've never seen that. Tough call for coat check, yeah. Yeah, what would be the most useful, huh? I mean, I feel like maybe the compass is... Or secret garden key. I haven't figured out how to use that yet, so... Okay, let's go through the courtyard. Because I don't have to do that just yet. We could, well... Laboratory... I also haven't looked at the two, periodic table of elements. Haven't really done that. I know that there's some numbers and whatnot, but I don't know that I need that just yet. Yeah, really what I got to do is just kind of work my way back outside, and I still have 41 steps. And it's 10:15. I better check my work messages real fast. Make sure nothing too pressing coming through. No work messages. I know a lot of people are out, so it should be pretty chill, but you never know. Okay, laboratory. I am going to go back through the den just so I can get a guaranteed time. It's not that many more extra steps. We could do some digging in the courtyard, but since I'm coming back to coat check, I'll just do that later. So let's go laboratory gymnasium. Laboratory. Sledgehammer and shovel are pretty universally nice to have, though they'd be out of your item pool when you pull them out. Compass can help navigate. Key is a mysterious new lead. Battery, metal detector, work and workshop. Yes. Yeah. Yep, I sure do. That is true. It's a conundrum. I haven't compared the two periodic table of elements, the one with the numbers versus the one with the actual elements. I imagine I'll need those at some point. I don't know if I'm going to need them now, though. And the arrow pointing to the left, I'm like, I need the boiler room, though, and I haven't actually drafted the boiler room yet, so... Okay, what did this... right, heating and cooling curves, yeah, Is this something scribbled here? Cooler is unaffected. Complete thaw, cooler is unaffected. I guess I can kind of read that without this. But now that I know what it is. Complete thaw. Room temp, complete thaw. Cooler is unaffected. Okay. Nook. Den. Okay, this will give us our time. Has to be at least an hour in the future. Okay, so it is currently 10:40, just about 10:40. Zero clue if it's AM or PM. 10:40. But now we can just run straight through. Okay, so if I set it to like 11:40, want a time tip? Sure. Sure. I'm just going to go ahead and run through here. Did I think I've gotten all... Okay, hang on. Let me take a look at my sheet as well. Any other rooms I didn't look at the portraits for? I feel like I got them all. Right? I'll do that here in a second, though. Clock above the front door outside. Okay. Yeah. I wondered if there was one here, and there's one there, too. I just knew for sure... Wait, is it dark out? It is. I don't think I've ever been outside when it's been dark. Okay, so it was 10:04. It's almost 11, so I'm going to set it for 12 a.m. if I can get there in time. And I can set it properly. Maybe I'll set it for like, because I can do it by the minute, right? Maybe I'll set it for like 12:05 or something. AM. But you don't, does the day, freaking A, that's what I also don't know. Okay, it is November. Let me see if I can find an answer on that real quick. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to get, I mean, the day isn't going to change, right? Oh, shoot. You know what? I had in my notes that day 7 was November 13th. Yeah, holy crap. Okay, so it is November 16th. And unlock time. The day ends when you call it a day. Welcome in. Welcome back in, Rico. How you doing? So in that case, I'll go 12. Oh, it's on the hour. Okay. Shoot, did it happen to get to I'll just go 1 a.m. then. So it just keeps going though. I feel like, wait. I'll wait. I have tons of steps. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll run back real fast. So I could spend like 20 hours. Blondie, how you doing? Don't necessarily understand how to play this. So many friends enjoy it. It is very cool. I'm loving this. 2 options. Okay. I hear you out. Yeah, there's the clock. So yeah, I think I would have been all right to do... I would have been okay to do midnight, but can't find a good answer. It's McDonald's. I'm loving it. Either roll the dice and set the day to next day. Well, since I'm out here, let me take a look at that. Or set it for 8 a.m. for tomorrow and hope you pull shelter again. That's true. That's a risk. Also a risk. Okay, that guy was pointing from down here. What was he pointing at? A waterfall? Or was he pointing at this room over here? Because I did know that there's that. Jump, do a flip. I think I will... What other room was I going to go back into? Let me just check here. So I didn't solve the portraits in this bedroom over here. The spare room didn't have any. The chapel didn't have any. The courtyard didn't have any. I forgot to check the portraits in the laboratory, so I have to go back there and take a shot with setting date to tomorrow, like 1 a.m. tomorrow. So the 17th. You don't think it's just like a Groundhog Day where it stays on this day until I skip to the next day? Because I'm kind of tempted to do the November 16th. Kill some time doing paintings and other stuff. I don't, but I'm not sure. It took me too long. I should have just came out here sooner, huh? Yeah, I truly don't know how it works either. Dev is pretty diligent about little details like that, so I'm inclined to think the day will roll over. I would think so too. Yeah, let's just try it. We'll try the next day. So then it's currently 11, almost 25. So yeah, let's set it for 1 a.m. on the 17th. This will give us an answer either way, then we'll know. $1 a.m. November 17th. The day doesn't roll over till you call it a day. You're sure? So it's still November 16th? Even though it's about to cross midnight? Does the date roll over? And you're sure? Dang, okay. The date. Okay, so the day that I started on was November 16th. It's almost midnight. So it is not going to be November 17th at midnight here in like a little bit. Correct. Huh, okay, all right. November 16th, 1 a.m. We'll confirm it. All right, we don't have a ton of time. Well, it stays open for 4 hours. We don't have a ton of time until it unlocks. So I'll try to keep that in mind. I'll go back to the laboratory to get that one letter. Let me take a look at my map, though. Any others? Let's see. Laboratory's there. Terrace doesn't have portraits. Neither does Veranda. I didn't make it above the terrace. Okay, so yeah, that's the only one I'm missing of the ones I've got is the laboratory. Worst case, you have the date tracked. You try again later. Yeah. Yep. The show. I said either way, we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn the answer, like a guaranteed thing. The secret garden key. I'm gonna run over to the orchard as well. I have a lead on that key combination or the key code. So that would be a new area. Actually, maybe I'll do that since I'm already outside. I know I had a bunch of steps, but I mean, if I'm careless, I could run out of them. So let's go ahead and head over to the orchard. It was 11:28. I want to see if I can find that tree though too. Could I have discovered it without the picture? That's an interesting door there. Nothing I can do there. There's a secret garden key as well. Secret. Feel like I explored the grounds pretty well, though. I think. And there. It's day 10 on 11/16/93. Yes. Yes. And I even had in my notes, day 7 was November 13th, 1993. I just missed that note from before. Even had that. Oh, that tree got chopped down. That's why. Okay. No, other way. No, other way. 11:20. There it is. 11:28. Made a timeline tab. Oh, dang. That's brilliant. We are into the apple orchard. Permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with an extra 20. What? So I get a guarantee. Like, I'm now at 70 steps total? Forever? That's incredible. Permabuff. Yeah, and here I was like, I was stoked that I had 70 today, and that was a one-time deal. Okay, glad to see that. I guess that just means I'm eating what, freaking like 10 apples? 10 apples a day. Yeah, that's awesome. 10 apples a day, baby. Oh, cool. And another one of these. That's 3 out of 4. Oh, yeah. No idea how you did that, so I can experience this puzzle myself. Then I will not tell you how I did it. Yeah. I shall not say. Okay, 3 out of 4 flames, too. What is this, sundial? Does it actually work? Doesn't appear to be moving. It is nighttime, though. Not a moon dial, is it? Okay, I'm guessing we're going to find some lore in here, too. Gardener's Logbook. April 10th, 1992 to something. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nogula, groundskeeper. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. Aha. Okay. On mute now, because meeting. Okay. Sorry, Sorty. Hopefully it's a quick one. And I'll do another check on my work messages here. So far, nothing. The soil survey. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house. And while I have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from this survey only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Oh. Okay. So there are richer parts of soil. Okay. Room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. There's poor soil, good soil, rich soil, and also barren ground. Okay. Let me take a picture of the survey results. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. When they're not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I've submitted a request for change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda currently in the cloister with the much more appropriate angel, Rinna. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. She wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner garth and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I've only ever seen Rinna's depiction in the chapel. Hey, is that a bong? Quinn, how you doing? I don't think it's a bong. I think it's a smudge pot. But pot? Bong? I don't know. Maybe you're onto something. Okay. The cloister, though. Forgotten how to access the inner garth. Too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. Okay. I took a picture of the soil quality. What is that? Is that something? It looks like one of those little things they put on the pizza, top of the pizza, so it doesn't get squished by the box or the bag that it's in. This has built a greenhouse and the dispensary. All All right, I think I've explored this area fully, I believe. Okay, we get the main thing is we get a permanent 20 steps now. All right, okay, I need to hustle back. I'm sure it's after 1 a.m. now, so I need to hustle back to the shelter. Hustle, hustle, hustle hard. Bird bath? Nothing there. I have the 3 gas flames burning over there. I don't know. Hopefully that's not it's not pissing off the gardener, because I'm not really conserving energy, but it is. Oh, it's still not 1 a.m. actually, but it's very close. I'll just go ahead and head down there. It's only about 7 minutes away. And 7 minutes in game time is, I don't know how many minutes in real time, but not 7. I feel like, I mean, shoot, we went through an entire day and I've been playing for about 2 hours now. Okay. We'll just chill down here for a little bit, drink some coffee, ask y'all how you're doing. I believe I've come up with a solution for my camera overheating, by the way. I have not been able to 100% confirm, but so far we've not had any issues, and we're already, like, I don't even have the overheating icon here. And we are 2.5 hours into the stream, so that's a good sign. I recently brought the PlayStation into the office. Oh, it happened! It happened! The safe is open. We got a gem. Oh, look, it's one of those things, too. It's a gem holder. Okay, so that's a gem holder. And then we have an envelope that says 7. 7. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorable with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years, suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront, and I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe the scenario entirely plausible. And the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Wow, okay. We're still here. We are still here, although I do need to be wrapping up real soon. But I got to do something else that I wanted to do, which was we opened the safe. We opened the safe. Big lore. Yeah, I need to put this. I don't even know what to do with this, to be honest. I guess it needs to go in the spreadsheet on who's who, the characters. I just got to hear stream 6 more hours. I wish I could. Oh, you're already putting this down here. Thank you. Did I miss anything, Professor? How you doing? How are you? We've been making some good progress with blueprints today. Good puzzling going on. I now know I need to get back to the laboratory because I missed the letter in that. And then I do need to try to continue solve the one in the bedroom, which was like a flan and a sandy ridge. And I don't know. Winston's about to do some puzzling. I'll think on that one some more too. I swear, I'm just getting so hung up on flan. But what would that be? Flan? Could it be? Oh, you know, it's probably just dessert and desert, isn't it? It's probably just dessert and desert. So it's another S. I'm going to go with S there. I put that one in there. It's definitely that. And the last word I'd like to solve, please. I'll wait on that one though. Okay. Then yeah, heading up to the laboratory. I just need to go to hallway drawing room laboratory. I put that one in there. Thanks for the quote there. Burn out those steps doing paintings. Yeah, unfortunately I only have one more left. Unless I want to go back and check my work. But there's only one that I don't have an answer for. And so far these look like words. So okay. Nook Gymnasium Laboratory. Does Chapel not have paintings? I didn't see any. I mean, I guess we can check. Oh, maybe. I am kind of running out of steps now. Laboratory, I just totally forgot to check. I saw a lock in here. Lock was on like this over here. Yeah, we got a lock. Lock and clock. Yep. Yep. All right. And that's this one here above the, yeah. So crack is that word, crack. Okay. I'm doing well, Ghost. How about you, my friend? Wimpton Overwatch. I assume that's from New Girl. He gets colorblind glass and then he looks at Rubik's Cube and he's like, oh, I did not solve that. Saying, is that an almond? Ban. I can't do like anything with these, can I? Even if I like start moving these levers, nothing really happens, huh? These are probably the element. I assume I have to compare these with the elements on the periodic table, but without the boiler room, I don't really know what I'm doing. And then again, I don't know, like, what am I, what gases am I pumping in here? Where's this thing freaking go? Goes into the gym and the dark room? Although maybe I could follow that. I don't know. Seems like it's just a ventilation system. Oh, you know what? Yeah, they're different. Okay. Okay. Then, yeah, we could go back to the chapel and check. To get to the chapel, I basically have to go back through the entrance hall. I should have enough steps for that. I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 to get to the chapel. Okay. As long as I don't take any missteps, right? I can double check. But yeah, the chapel is like the only one. The courtyard doesn't. The other ones are green rooms. And the spare room didn't either. Bit of a bummer. Okay. So we're going to go gymnasium, nook, and then just a straight shot down to the entrance hall. Gymnasium, nook. Straight shot down to the entrance hall. Yeah, I have one word now, and I feel like I know what the one of the other words are. Yeah, no paintings in here. So this ended up being kind of a bad draw because I could have done another. Then again, I think it was corridors, the one I had. But yeah. Yeah, so this is dessert and desert. I feel kind of... Oh, right, and this one's a free pass. I keep forgetting. So I actually had enough steps. Okay. Let's do a quick check in here. Maybe there's another smaller one, like the drawing room. Maybe there's smaller ones. Somewhere. Portraits, or maybe they're like on the pews or something. I'm not seeing any though. I don't know if the stained glass would count because there's kind of a lot of different variations. Yeah, I'm not seeing any portraits. Which so far, yeah, that is like, well, the spare room's an interior room that doesn't have any either, so. And this one is, where's this one at? This is the, okay, yeah, that one I do need because there's kind of a lot of letters that could be. I'm not going to be able to guess that one. Okay. Oh, there's a trunk in there. I might as well break. And then I do need to go back to coat check. I need an... Oh, shoot. I don't have an... Oh, my gosh. I think I just messed up badly, Swordy. I didn't save enough steps for coat check. That's what I was afraid of, is like, I'm just going to burn through these steps carelessly and then something bad's going to happen. Dude, I messed that up. All these items, I don't get to keep any of them. How many steps is it going to take to get to coat check? That way, there's no direction that way, so I'd have to go 1. Oh, no, this is a free one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to take 6 steps to get back to coat check. Son of a gun. I messed up bad. Unless there's a food item in that trunk. Let's see. There's a trunk in the bedroom, right? I didn't open that one. No, we got dice. Oh man, I really needed that. I didn't have the option though beforehand. Okay, no food item. So we're on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm gonna be 1 room short. Man. Really messed that one up. Really messed that one up. I'm so bummed right now. Unless I find a fruit that I just missed, but I don't think so. If this was connected, it'd be a little better. Not gonna happen. Don't be sad. I'm sad. I'm sad though. I had all those steps and I knew I was like, if I do something careless, I'm like, it's gonna come back to bite me, and it did. Well, I'm in this room. Should I try to solve this safe or nah? Is that a waste? I'm looking at these portraits in here. Let's see. Not really much I can interact with other than just this here. Am I able to dig in this room? No. Oh, man. All right. Well, it was still a good run, but I am bummed I didn't get to use the coat check. A good number of new rooms, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because oh, the shelter was new. Yeah, 4 new rooms. We got the ordinary villa. Ordinary, my goodness. Can't hear, but very productive day. Yeah. I'll leave this message. I was 2 steps short of getting back to coat check. All right. Okay, friends. Yeah, we're going to call it there. Awesome. Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with me this week and today. 4 streams. I don't remember the last week we got 4 streams in. It's been a solid minute though. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I seriously appreciate it. We got a Sword Bear with the primer, Nonder with the sub as well, and Wig Games with the follow. Seriously appreciate that, my friends. Also just chatting and chilling. Appreciate that too. So, no streams next week because remember, we're inviting some friends into town, and we're gonna be busy just chilling and killing all week. So we will be back again the following week. I'll gladly show off the stuff from Gen Con, talk about how it went, and we'll get back into some other games too. We hanging in meat space is true. Hanging in meat space. Thank you for stream, Loot. See you in half a week. It's going to be soon, Ursa. Real soon. Looking forward to it. I hope you guys get a safe trip over and it's not too much traffic and, you know, pain points and whatnot in driving. So, but yeah, friends, I'm going to leave you here. I will see you all again on stream in about 10 days. So I'll look forward to that. But I'm also looking forward to seeing my friends IRL. So I will see them in 2 days or, you know, in as little as 2 days. So, but friends, have an amazing rest of your day and weekend. I will see you soon. All right. I love y'all. Bye.